washing my brain with the candlelight. Losing my breath, losing myself, dreams are out of sight. Stop struggling against my demons. Stop thinking life has fiction. Let it burn, burn, burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself. And burn it all again. It's the right time to escape this cage. I've been hurting for so long. It's not where I belong. Let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Well, hello again, everyone. Happy New Year and welcome to another live stream edition of the World League Podcast and our first for the new year 2025. We are free and available wherever you get your podcasts, and we are on YouTube as well. First off, I'm Marcus at MarcusElite337 on Twitter, and it's the Hostly Trio back again. Our first episode of the new year, first episode as a trio for 2025. Our first up, today's his birthday, so he's now in his Reggie Bush years, if you want to consider the New Orleans Saints.
I thought of something funnier than 24.
Let me hear it.
25.
That's right, he's turning the big 2-5 in his Reggie Bush years. Jordan, what's going on? Happy birthday, man. I hope you're having a great birthday today. How's your day been?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been having a great day.
That's good. I mean, it's your day. It's supposed to be your day. I mean, I'm glad you're having a good day. It's awesome to hear. So, and then finally, of course, the other co-host who also just recently celebrated a birthday. He probably celebrated it protesting for meth streams and crack streams. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Dylan. No fucking way.
Oh shit, Luke.
Did Ivan sing you that?
No, he did not. I did all this myself. Don't go and look at them because I have a bunch of them. Don't go and look and ruin the surprise. I have a bunch of sound effects that I loaded the other day.
Well, I don't even know where to find those sound effects. So this newly updated shit on StreamYard, I don't even know where to find all that. So you're lucky there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a fun show, and we're gonna make it fun because before we move any further, I want to send our thoughts and prayers to the city of New Orleans, and we want to send our condolences to all the families who lost those loved ones during that horrific terrorist attack on Bourbon Street. Plus, if anyone was devastated in Las Vegas too, which do you have anything you want to bring up about that?
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's not the way to start the new year. You know, it's I went to bed when the new year struck, woke up and saw tragedy all of a sudden, and it happened right in our backyard in New Orleans. And it's just people that went there for a football game, and it wasn't a way that everything panned out to be, and it's unfortunate that people like that come in and want to commit terrorist crimes, and it's sad. And the sad part is that you have so many tone deaf people who are just worrying about a football game more than they are about the people who are losing their lives, like our tone deaf governor, Jeff Landry. Jeff Landry last night posted a picture of him eating with other people and said, "See you at the football game tomorrow." Like, people didn't fucking die the same damn day. Come on, man. Like, of all people, the fucking governor. Come on. Man.
First off, fuck Jeff Landry, number one. Number two, fuck the mayor, LaToya Cantrell. Fuck her too, because she's just as stupid as he is. And because of her, we can no longer watch the Fleur-de-Lis drop on New Year's Eve, just like if we wanted to watch the ball drop on Times Square if you want to watch Ryan Seacrest's New Year's Rockin' Eve, which it fucking sucks now. I remember the good old days where they would replay the ball dropping. What's up, Nessa? Be sure to check out the Humble Roast podcast. Oh, and happy belated birthday. She had a birthday yesterday herself, and she's going to the Royal Rumble with her friends, Dallas Cash, and of course Angel Rose, and she's getting to meet Dominic Mysterio.
Mhm.
Give him a big middle finger for me. I'm just joking. We used to watch the replay of that ball drop on Times Square, and now instead they just want to fucking hop around coast to coast and watch these shitty concerts they do around New Year's Eve. So the last time we got to see the Fleur de Lis drop in not Champion Square, the French Quarter was 2023. They didn't do it last year. I had to see fucking Nicki Minaj perform in Miami at midnight, and then the other night I got to see Cody Johnson open up at midnight in Las Vegas. So I didn't get to see nothing drop.
Mhm.
So kicking off the New Year sucks now if you're watching it on TV. I knew it should have went out.
Yeah.
And then also big prayers to the Besh family down in our neck of the woods. Tiger Besh, who the older brother of Jack Besh, who former LSU Tiger, now plays for TCU. His older brother passed away involved in that horrific tragedy in New Orleans, along with now 14 other people. So it went from 10 to 15. So it's horrific. And I know it looked better today. The dome was still packed for a bowl game. So, I mean, I'm hoping everything could just bypass and we could go back to normalcy, because after what I saw yesterday, I don't even know if I want to go to SmackDown in New Orleans February 21st. I was planning on it, but I don't even know if I want to now.
Yeah, no, it's just a sad situation. You can't ever be safe to go anywhere now, and that's just a sad reality of what this world has turned into. And it doesn't matter who's in office, it doesn't matter who's there, who's this, or whatever. It's just not a safe world no more, and it's so unfortunate. I used to love going places. I used to love going to the Superdome for Saints games. I used to love going this and that and all that. And now I just don't feel like going nowhere, because I feel like home is your safest place to be.
And fuck the FBI in New Orleans. They're not going to solve shit. I've lost faith in them ever since I saw their posts wearing Swifty wristbands. The only FBI I can rely on is the full-blooded Italians. Little Guido would solve that problem. Yes, there we go. Well, we got a jam-packed show for you tonight because Jordan, Mr. Birthday Boy, what's your take on everything that happened down in New Orleans?
Yeah, my thoughts and prayers just go out with the family and everybody down there.
Yeah, because right now New Orleans is about to be the hottest ticket in town. The Super Bowl is going to be there next month. You got another season of football with the Saints next season. Hopefully we can get a better fucking deal with that. And then with Mardi Gras coming up too, and Jazz Fest, all the other Voodoo Fest, all the other good shit they have down there. I mean, it's a big tourist attraction. And I got my love-hate with the city, but the great people didn't deserve what happened yesterday.
No.
So, but no, we're going to put that aside. We hope everyone gets better. We pray we're gonna take this off your mind. We're here to entertain y'all tonight. A couple nights ago, after 31 years, Monday Night Raw is no longer going to be on cable television. It's going completely to streaming, and this coming Monday, January 6th, Raw will be airing on Netflix, and it just got a 10-year deal with Netflix. So for the next decade, instead of tuning in on USA every Monday night, we're going to be going either on our Xboxes or Fire Sticks, PS5s, whatever we got our Netflix accounts on, or our phones, tablets. We're going to be streaming Monday Night Raw. And right now, people are hating now the Raw Vault because they didn't upload every Raw episode yet. Like, they got like scattered episodes from out of the almost 2,000. I don't know how many episodes they got now. I don't even think they're at 2,000 yet. That's a lot. But we know what Raw's like. We've been there quite often. They always came in our backyard more than they came to like New Orleans or Baton Rouge or even Bossier City, because that's like the only cities it ever hit in our state. I think Lafayette holds the record. It's held it more times. And I thought, why don't we share some of our love of Monday Night Raw? And thinking back at it, I think it's been 2 years? We haven't done an episode like this since Raw had its 30-year anniversary. Correct. We did like that top 30 or something like that. Or I don't know, maybe not top 30. We did something where we did our top 10 favorite Raw moments from the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, and today's I'm about to go back and listen to that. That was a fucking fun episode we did 2 years ago.
It was.
So wanted to kind of do something a little similar. So, but in reality, real talk, what's your hype level with Raw going to Netflix for the next 10 years? Besides the stacked card they're going to give us, and I think it's going back to 3 hours.
It is. It's going to 3 hours. I think I even saw something about SmackDown going to 3 hours when they're sold on the USA Network. So, gonna be a lot more wrestling. Looking forward to it. As far as Netflix goes, yeah, I am looking forward to it. You know, if they can keep being consistent as far as like the servers go. I know for the Jake Paul fight, it was a disaster. For the NFL, it was all right. You know, I didn't really experience any issues. So if Monday Night Raw can keep the consistency going, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think they can really do some good stuff with it. And as far as the card, yeah, the card is fantastic. I cannot wait for this. It is a stacked card. Looking forward to Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for the Ula Fala. I know I talked last week about Paul Heyman potentially turning. So we have so much to look forward to with this show. We have the finals for the IC women's title to look forward to as well. So so much going on. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, that promo they had last week on Raw was really good. And it just creates that hype level even more to go into this show. So yes, as far as Netflix goes, I think they're going to do great things. I think Netflix has something really good in store for us. And I think this card in general just has a lot of potential. So not just the card, I think some people show up. I think we get so much in these 3 hours of Monday Night Raw. So yeah, I think they have something really big in store.
Jordan?
Yeah, I'm ready for Monday night. And like Dylan said, it's a stacked card. So I'm ready for it.
I also think the PLEs are also going to be streaming on Netflix. Let's just saw the Rumble will be on Netflix this February.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Hopefully they can get their priorities right, and we don't have to have any buffering with that like we did with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson in November. But
I don't know.
Shout out to Outrage Control, Dango, and Kayla. Dango tuning in, but check out the Outrage Zone, the Outrage Control. Check those guys out. But they're still going to have their content on Peacock, I think, till according to Dango. He told me it was either by 2026 or 2027, they're going to still be on Peacock with the library where I can like do my nostalgias and everything. So,
right.
And he says, I think only international for Rumble for Netflix. So,
okay.
I mean, when February comes, I'll be checking on Peacock. I rather watch it all because then the library is gone completely. If it wasn't for the Premier League or some of these shows like Yellowstone, I wouldn't even be having a Peacock account right now. I was mainly using it to watch WWE content.
Yeah, I was the same way. You know, Peacock was mainly for WWE, but yeah, also I watched the Premier League on there. Yeah, if Premier League's on there, I ain't getting rid of that. And I watch a lot of movies on there as well. So yeah. I mean,
I've watched quite a bit of Christmas movies if there wasn't on Netflix or Prime Video. If I didn't want to pay for them on Prime, they were on Peacock, like The Grinch and everything. So, okay, we already got our first Rumble prediction, Akira Tozawa. Nice. We'll win the Rumble and defeat Cody at Mania.
That's a very bold prediction.
All right. So I said something like, let's give me your all-time favorite Raw moments. I said, give me your 5 best from any era. I know there was a lot of awesome memories, whatever, and it's hard to pick it down to 5. I could have did 10 if I wanted, but I said, no, let's keep it 5. Make it a little more challenging. So I'll let Jordan go first. Jordan could go first on everything tonight.
And this is for the people that are listening later or watching right now. This is our personal favorite. These are not the greatest of all time. So before you bring out the fire and pitchforks to come at our opinions, this is our opinions. This is not the greatest of all time. So if we leave something out, don't come at us. I mean, this is our personal favorites.
I guarantee you they'll probably agree with, if not all 3 of our number ones, at least you and I. But Darian, the number 1 wrestling fan of Akira Tozawa. I like Akira Tozawa. Yeah. I like him.
Well, so do I, but I mean, all right.
Okay, so Jordan, let's in no particular. Do y'all want to do one at a time or just name them all in one?
Just do 5 on down to 1. I feel like it'll go a lot better.
All right, Jordan, give us your top 5 all-time favorite Raw moments.
All right, I have to give a shout out right now to Dylan's brother Ryan for helping me.
Well, there you go.
Wow, he did something nice for once.
So
Besides
my number-
antagonize our fucking Astros.
Oh yeah.
So my number 5, I got Stone Cold beats up Vince in the. Oh wait, never mind. Wait, DX invades WWE WCW on the tank.
Okay, yeah. Then
Oh,
they
yeah.
invaded Nitro. Okay. What's up, Kayla?
Mhm.
My number 4, Stone Cold beats up Vince in the hospital.
Bad
That was
pan.
good.
Boom.
That was great. Yep.
My number 3, Mick Foley wins the WWE Championship.
Fucking A.
Yep.
My number 2, The Rock. The Rock, this is your live segment.
Oh yeah.
Alright. I like that.
And number 1 is Stone Cold beer bath on Vince, Shane, and The Rock.
On the corporation. There you go. All right.
That was good.
Good top 5 right there. Dylan, you're up next.
All right.
Hello,
number
Mama
5.
Larissa. Shout out to Mama
Yeah.
Larissa. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been number 5. I went with the pipe bomb, CM Punk. I thought it was great. There's still rumors today. Was it scripted? Was it not? I like to think it wasn't, just to say
was
fuck it.
not
He went out there and had fun.
Mhm.
Number 4, the Festival of Friendship. I loved every bit of that. Number 3 is when Triple H returned from his injury, got one of the loudest pops I've ever heard from a crowd. I think Stone Cold still holds the biggest pop for me. Triple H coming back from his injury, though, a lot sooner than what he should have. It was great. Number 2, personal favorite of mine, is when the actual Wyatt family, not the Wyatt Six, the Wyatt family made their debut against Kane, and they attacked him. The nice little promo from Bray in the back before they came out. And then number 1, I got the beer truck with Stone Cold.
The beer bath. Okay.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. My number 5, I got the bedpan.
This fucking guy here, man.
I would love for him to join the bloodline.
Who is this guy, man? This has to be someone fucking with us, man.
I love this. I think it's hilarious.
I think so too.
All right, number 5, I got the bedpan. And then shoving whatever up his ass, and then attacking him in the hospital. Number 4, I put John Cena and Roman Reigns fucking promo, going at it with each other, calling him a fake ass bitch, or saying, "Oh, I'm here every single week because you're on the Today Show," whatever. That night, like
Yeah.
you're not just the guy, you're just a guy. Like I'm here because you can't do your job. Like that promo from 2017.
Right.
That's something similar to what Punk and Seth did this past Monday.
Right.
Number 3, I put the pipe bomb with Punk. Number 2, I put John Cena getting drafted number 1 overall to Raw in 2005.
I remember that.
That was another huge pop, something similar like Triple H's return. And
Mhm.
number 1, of course, I put the beer bath. Austin in the beer truck, spraying the corporation and giving them a beer bath with Coors Light. And the
Mhm.
mountains were probably blue on the truck.
Oh yeah.
All right. Then I
Sure was.
put, I mean, I've lost count of how many Raws I've been to. I can tell you my first one was in August of 2000. But if there was a favorite, was there a favorite Raw you attended that you can remember? And I can tell you for a fact, your favorite is definitely not going to be the one where it was the night after Elimination Chamber and we got the Raw debut of Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Ricochet, and Aleister Black. That went down as one of the worst Raws ever. But was there a Raw you attended you might consider your all-time favorite?
You got some, Jordan?
I put the Raw after WrestleMania 34.
Okay.
I went kind of the same route, but I went with the Raw after WrestleMania 30 in New Orleans, and I specifically liked it because of the crowd. The crowd was easily one of the best I've ever been in. It's one of the best Raw after Mania crowds that's been talked about. I love the whole part of the Wyatt family versus I know it was Cena, Sheamus, and one other person. I cannot remember who the third person was. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna remember it, and I'm gonna feel like an idiot. But they sang the entire time, chants the entire time. They sang. He's got the whole world in his hands the whole time, and the crowd was fantastic. And let me also be the one to say that Raw in New Orleans is the originator of the John Cena sucks chant during his song. That's the first time I've ever heard it. I've never heard it on TV. That's the first time I've heard that one go on. So I can stand here right now and say that New Orleans is the originator of the John Cena sucks chant during the song.
I think I heard it before you. I heard it at the Irish pub.
Oh, well, maybe I'm talking about an actual wrestling show. Was that one? That's the first time I've ever heard it.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't go to any of those 2 Raws after Mania because I had to race both years. Same concept. I had to race home for a funeral.
Oh, well, yeah.
Both years. But I got one. Maybe y'all didn't attend this one, but it's not often. It would happen during something in real life that happened that just shook not just our state, but like the whole country too. Like my favorite was the Raw after the Saints won the Super Bowl. Who would have thought in a million years Raw would have came to our backyard the night after the New Orleans Saints won the Super Bowl? And I've never seen, outside of New Orleans, I've never seen so many Saints jerseys attending something that was non-NFL related, and I was one of them. I wore my Drew Brees jersey to Raw that night. I wore my Saints NFC Championship hat that night too. And Carl Edwards was the celebrity guest GM, and he got the crowd hyped up winning the Super Bowl. Cena brought it up. Punk brought it up. They were chanting "Who Dat" all night, and anytime they brought up the Saints winning the Super Bowl, they just went ape shit crazy. The only takeaway that night, and no, he's not from Lafayette, but somehow he managed to show up on 2 Raws in our backyard. But we had a pedophile celebrity that popped up on television that night, Jared Fogle from Subway.
Oh, fuck. Ouch.
He got brought up in he was interviewed by Jerry Lawler in 2007, advertising a fucking new sandwich. And in 2010, he was just randomly in the crowd, and Punk when he was still straight edge society was pissing us off saying, "Oh, y'all probably still, I'm straight edge, and y'all probably still drunk from y'all's big football game, and y'all got Money Girl coming up." And then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, look, it's Jared Fogle from Subway." And we're like, is this motherfucker from Lafayette? Why is he here for a second time? He was just there for I think to advertise that Subway commercial he did with John Cena. With why. Him and Cena did one together, supposedly. Yeah,
and now he's in jail for child pornography. Great.
Yeah, he's probably gonna run into Diddy and R. Kelly and all them and have a party.
Probably so.
Maybe Jay-Z too. But yeah, that was my favorite Raw ever, was the night after the Super Bowl, because who would have thought? I don't think that ever happened. Like, never happened with Boston, or never happened with Kansas City. Who else won? Denver Broncos. I mean, whoever else won the Super Bowl in the last decade, mainly New England. Like, I never seen that happen with anybody else. But it happened with the Saints, and in a whole nother city in the same state. But that I'll never forget that moment. Now, speaking of moments, was there a favorite moment you witnessed when Raw came to either the Cajun Dome, or if you saw it in Houston or New Orleans or wherever else?
So let me first add that Jordan has a few of these blank because he's only been to a few Raws, and I don't know if he remembers a lot of the good moments that happened, if any, at these Raws he went to. So he does have some blank. So if he does have one blank, I need him to let me know so I can just go ahead above him.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. Favorite moment I witnessed was Kevin Owens winning the Universal title in Houston.
Called it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to a countless amount of Raws, but nothing, I don't think, ever had a bigger moment than KO winning the Universal title. I thought that Triple H was going to help Rollins, the authority and whatnot, but then he turned around and pedigreed Rollins, and KO won the title. Awesome fucking moment, man.
Awesome. Oh, so Jordan don't have one. Okay.
Mm.
I got one. I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna go back to 2001 with how crazy that storyline was, or that little rivalry that they didn't need to put on pay-per-view. And this actually happened. It involved Stone Cold and Booker T. This followed the grocery store fight that happened on that SmackDown where they were out in the West Coast. I'll never forget when Austin was in the ring with McMahon talking shit about Booker T. And that was actually where that was that same night where that iconic Stone Cold meme came from, where it's like, I drank a beer, I drank another beer, 3 beers, 4 beers, 5 beers, and a Bloody Mary. Like that happened. I was there at that Raw. That happened in our backyard. Booker T was outside the parking lot in the Cajun Dome. He took a crowbar, busted Stone Cold's side window of his truck and busted his windshield, hauled ass, and hid at Our Lady of Fatima in Johnson Street in Lafayette, the Catholic church, one of the Catholic churches, and playing bingo, swapped the bingo card with that elderly woman, and Austin found him. He went out into the main pew. He went on the damn altar to go try and hide from Stone Cold, and we thought he goes in a closet. He hides in a confessional, and there's like multiple people going in there to confess, and then Austin goes in there, like he's going to make a confession, chases them across the damn church, runs into the priest and a few nuns. It was hilarious to see that while you were out there. Like it happened like down the road from the Cajun Dome at Our Lady of Fatima off of Johnson Street in Lafayette. That was awesome. And yeah, that was back in 01. So yeah, that was a long time ago, folks.
Yeah.
All right, then we got from favorite moment, but what was the biggest moment you witnessed? I mean, yeah, we may not have been there for the beer bath, or we may not have been there for like Mick Foley winning the title or whatever, or any of them other big moments we've named out of top 5, but what was something you thought was big enough to you when you witnessed it?
Is this one playing too, Jordan?
Yeah, you can go.
God, we got a bunch of ass. we got a bunch of asshole sound effects.
That's all right. The biggest moment also, I'm going to double down on Kevin Owens.
Okay.
I mean, you have to go Kevin Owens. I mean, no one expected him to win that title. You know, everyone was picking Rollins or Reigns that night. I don't think anyone was picking Kevin Owens.
I don't know if you remembered this. You may not have been watching by then, but I'm gonna go back to another Raw I attended in Lafayette. It was the night after Hell in a Cell. Remember they had that storyline where Miz and R-Truth would just fucking attack people and randomly beat up people or invade Raw a time or two if they were ejected from the building?
Yeah.
Well, I went. That was the first time I ever went to back-to-back shows. I went to the pay-per-view in New Orleans, and then I went to the Raw in Lafayette. The final moment at the end where every Raw superstar surrounded the ring. Triple H was addressing the shit that happened with Miz and R-Truth, and they were that terrified of Miz and R-Truth, of all people, that they walked out on the company and walked out on Triple H and say they were not coming back to Raw until Miz and R-Truth were gone. And remember, even the cameramen and the crew members were walking away on Triple H. Michael Cole's dumbass walked away, and then King and Booker walked away. And then the following week on Raw, they had like CM Punk on commentary. Like whoever was not scared of Miz and like Cena and Orton and all stayed and like took over the cameras and shit the following week. So yeah, that was kind of like a holy shit moment. Like they all walked out on Triple H, and I was there for it. That was the best I can do, because it was either that or that shitty Raw on St. Patrick's Day where they had John Cena and Randy Orton against the entire Raw roster.
I remember that.
2 weeks before WrestleMania 24.
Yeah.
And they've been using that match graphic as a meme a lot. Like me and my loved one against our Bills, and it's them versus the entire Raw roster.
Yeah.
Like that happened in our backyard too, folks. So we've had good and nothing's gonna out top that fucking 2019 episode after Elimination Chamber that y'all were at. I'm sorry, y'all had to attend that shit show. They've never came back since then. I understand why.
Yeah, I don't wait. No, they haven't gone back for one show. Well, did they for a SmackDown or something?
SmackDown, yeah. I'm talking about Raw.
Oh yeah, Raw has not even dared to come back after, but they've done.
SmackDown.
Have they done
once.
like a live event? I did a live event there too, and we went to it last year. But as far as like Raw goes, no, they have not been there since, and I can understand why.
I haven't been to a Raw in Lafayette since June of 2017, the night Golden State beat LeBron in the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
And that was building up for Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
That was the last time I went to a Monday Night Raw, and it's been fucking forever, and I really want to go back to another one. I ain't been to a SmackDown in 10 years. I don't know.
It's been a while for me for SmackDown. I think the last SmackDown I went to was it was like maybe one day whenever me and Ryan got off of work. We just randomly bought tickets to SmackDown. We sat high as hell. And I don't even remember what happened. I think it was still SmackDown Live at the time. So that shows you how long it's been since I've been to a SmackDown.
Last SmackDown I went to that I can recall, September of 2014 in Biloxi.
Wow.
And I bought the ticket the night before. Like, I just wanted to go. Like, I went to the Raw in Lafayette. Then I went the next night. I drove to Biloxi, went to the show, and drove straight back home after. But after that, I mean, in between all that, I've been to like freaking pay-per-views. Like, they always was coming to Houston. Yeah, it was always coming to Houston, or went to WrestleMania in New Orleans twice. But and then the rest were like WrestleMania in Dallas. Last WWE show I went to was Royal Rumble 2 years ago in San Antonio.
Yeah.
That was my last show. And y'all last show was that house show last year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and go. I'm trying to go to either Saturday night's main event in San Antonio, or I'm going to go to SmackDown in New Orleans. I'm going to go to one of them.
Yeah.
Probably going to go to SmackDown. That one's way cheaper.
Probably so.
So I think we might have the same answer here. What do you recall the saddest episode of Raw you've ever watched?
Who's going first on this one, Jordan?
I got one.
Okay, go ahead.
When Bray Wyatt passed away.
I went a little older, and I went when Eddie Guerrero passed away. I think
Mine too.
That was tough.
It was tough with that or Owens, because I watched both of those, but I'm gonna say Eddie because I was more attached to Eddie than I was to Owen Hart.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, this is our final Raw question. We've seen it happen, you saw it happen. If you can recall a number or title changes have you witnessed on Raw? Jordan, we're gonna have to cue that again.
I got it blanked.
All right. I only witnessed two: Kevin Owens and when Paige won the Divas title on her debut in New Orleans.
Last I recall, I think I've only seen 4 title changes on Raw, just Raw alone. My first night, I saw 2 title changes. I saw Shane win the Hardcore Championship from Steve Blackman. I seen Lita win her first Women's Championship against Stephanie McMahon with The Rock. My second Raw I went to, I saw 3 title changes. I saw Tess win the European Championship from William Regal. I saw 2 hardcore title changes. I saw Al Snow beat Raven, and Raven win it back from Al Snow. And last title change I saw on Raw, the night after the Saints won the Super Bowl, I saw Miz and the Big Show win the unified tag team titles in a triple threat tag match against DX and Punk and Gallows. And DX were the tag champs. They were the tag champs, and they lost them that night.
So, Jordan, it's your birthday, and you're drinking a bottle of water. Where's the Jack Daniels at?
Yeah, I figured you were drinking your Natural Light or Michelob Ultra or something. I'm drinking water because I drink too many. I don't I think I made a mistake today. I drank a Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar, and my world is just going in reverse right now.
In a good way or a bad way?
I don't even know. Somebody hold me.
Hey, whole life's changing, huh?
I felt like I guess that's what it kind of tastes like, a fucking Pepsi.
I love Pepsi.
I don't even think Pepsi ain't got no sugar though, or don't have a lot, or don't have the amount Dr. Pepper probably has.
Oh wow, I don't know, but I drink Pepsi. I drink Diet Pepsi, Coke Zero, Coke, whatever. I just don't drink a lot of flavored sodas. Like when Dr. Pepper comes out with all kind of different flavors, I don't touch that.
Only one I won't touch is the berry Dr. Pepper. I'll touch the other ones.
Nice.
Well, that's all. I think last I checked, there's only 4 matches for Raw, but then they were talking about rumors of Rock showing up, Cena showing up, this person showing up, supposedly a Charlotte return. I don't know how I want to believe that shit, but last I saw, there's only 4 matches. We could quickly predict Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre.
Jordan.
Drew.
Yeah, I'm going Drew also.
I'm going with Jey Uso. Yeet. Oh, now we're playing Family Feud. Okay. Shout out to Steve
I was
Harvey
waiting to
and
use that
all.
one.
Okay. Next, what's next? I know there's a couple of championship matches. I know hopefully this is the end. Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship.
Liv.
I'm going Rhea Ripley.
I'm going with Rhea too. I'm ready for this shit to be fucking over with.
There we go.
Now, they haven't announced it yet, but if we're gonna have a 5th match, I think we're gonna crown the first women's Intercontinental Champion on the Raw.
I think so
If
too.
it happens. So it's Dakota versus Lyra, right?
Mhm.
Damn, that's the 2 I wanted to win too. So one of them's gonna win. So who's gonna be the first women's Intercontinental Champion?
Dakota Kai.
Yeah, I'm going Dakota also.
Yep, Dakota Kai. Sorry, Lyra. I think Lyra could be the second champion.
Yeah.
Now one of these 2, I feel like one's gonna open the show, the other's gonna close out. But we got CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
I'm going CM Punk.
Yeah, this is a tough one, but I'm going Punk.
I'm going with CM Punk too. Does it open or does it main event?
It opens.
Okay, I agree.
Opens.
Yeah, we're gonna hear Cult of Personality first thing after Triple H welcomes everyone, and we see the new intro video with Big Dog, Sabahano Mankind, maybe some pyro. Or they were supposed to have a new setup. We're gonna see all that Monday night, and then finally tribal combat for the Ulafala and the title of Tribal Chief. Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa.
Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, I think Solo benefits from it more. I think Roman has ran his course he don't have to lose the character, but I think he loses the title of Tribal Chief, and that goes to Solo because a Paul Heyman turn is going to happen. I've been calling it for a while. I'm not the only person who's brought this to me, but a lot of people feel like a turn is coming, and I feel like that Roman knows that something is coming after War Games whenever he had his interaction with Paul. I think Paul turns and he aligns back with Solo. This is all a setup.
All right. I got Solo being the Tribal Chief. Roman's still going to be OTC. They're still going to chant OTC. I don't know if it's the heel turn's going to happen. It's going to be fucking crazy if it does. See Paul Heyman sell his soul to Solo after powerbombing him through a table in Madison Square Garden and everything. But it'd be some shocking shit. Well, because I can't imagine Roman ever spearing Paul Heyman in the near future.
No.
But it's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. But tell you what else we got this coming weekend and throughout the week. This Saturday, their little traditional January 4th show. Wrestle Kingdom is back in the Tokyo Dome. We got Wrestle Kingdom 19. I'm not watching it. I'd have to get up at what time we'd have to get up? Like at fucking 3 a.m. to watch this if we wanted to watch the whole show or something like that.
Yeah, I've done that before, and I'm not doing that again. And we're going out of order now because we're doing New Japan first before NXT.
Well, New Japan's actually happened first. I figured Raw was the main topic, so we went ahead and picked Raw first.
Well, fucking fun, you. Yeah, just do New Japan first. That's good.
But we're not predicting every match because
Thank God.
we do not know every fucking person on this card. But we will predict just 4 matches, and don't worry, it's 4 people we know. I said the main event at least. So I said on last week's episode, I said if this one particular person retained his title at an AEW show, we were predicting it because now it's winner take all. We got the never openweight champion Shingo Takagi taking on the AEW International Champion Konosuke Takeshita. The winner's walking out with 2 belts. You got Jordan.
That's a mouthful for Jordan right there.
Okay,
I'm going with
Shingo.
I'm going with the second person.
I was going to say
Takeshita.
Shingo or Takeshita.
Yeah, the one you just said, the last
It's
one.
Takeshita. Yeah.
Take a shit.
Yeah, him.
Take a shit.
Yeah, I'll go with him too.
Yeah.
I'm going with Shingo. And Shingo winning both belts. All right. You might not know one of these two, but you know the other. David Finlay versus Yota Tsuji.
David Finlay.
I'm going with David Finlay as also.
Yep, I'm taking David Finlay too. All right. Co-main event: Tetsuya Naito versus Hiromu Takahashi.
Whew, shit.
Dylan knows both of them for sure.
I do, yeah.
I'm going with
first
the
one.
first guy you said.
Me too.
You're going with Tetsuya Naito.
Sure.
Yeah.
Man, I love Tetsuya, but I don't know. Something tells me Takahashi could probably win this match. Bakley could break this down more than anybody else, or even Ivan could. But if Naito wins, I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm gonna go with Takahashi. All right, and then the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship: Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino.
The first guy you said.
Wow, Dylan's picking against Zack Sabre.
I know I played it, but it was delayed because Jordan has trouble with the names of the New Japan guys. I played it to kind of just give him a hard time. But no, I'm going Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah,
I think I don't know how long he's held that belt, but I'm gonna pick Zack Sabre Jr. also.
This fucking sounds so delayed.
And then the following night, they're having that multi-crossover with New Japan, AEW, CMLL, Ring of Honor, and Stardom. They're going to have what's called Wrestle Dynasty, which will be the night after in the Tokyo Dome. And this will involve a lot of people, but I think I actually know everybody on this card. I mean, I'm not predicting every match. There's a gauntlet where we do not know a single person who's in that match, so I'm taking that one off the list. I do want to predict this. They got 4 women competing in this International Women's Cup, and the winner will receive a women's championship match from their participating promotion. So representing AEW, we got Willow Nightingale. Representing CMLL, Persephone. Yeah, that's a fucking name, folks. Persephone. Representing Ring of Honor is Athena, and representing Stardom is Momo Wannabe. Or Watanabe. Momo Watanabe. I thought it said Wannabe.
Willow Nightingale.
I'm gonna go with Athena.
What I don't understand is Athena is their Ring of Honor Women's World Champion. So if she wins this cup, I mean, what is she challenging for?
Fuck if I know.
And everybody's been shit talking Athena, so I'm going with that Momo chick, Momo Watanabe. I'm going with her. Let's see what else. Now, that one match we predicted on the other show with Takeshita and Shingo, y'all both said Takeshita. I said Shingo. Whoever wins that match will defend both of those titles against Tomohiro Ishii.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I'll still go Takeshita.
I'm gonna go with him too.
Well, I picked Shingo on the other show, and I'm gonna pick Shingo again on this one. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce these two guys. Well, one's named Sho, the other one I'm not even gonna try and pronounce this other name, Yoshinobu Keimaru. But the Sons of Texas, Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara, are defending the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship against a tag team called House of Torture.
I'm gonna go with Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, I'm going with them too.
I'm going with them also. All right. I'm not even gonna predict this because I don't know who the mystery partner is gonna be. But Great O'Khan and a mystery partner is taking on the Young Bucks. I'm gonna skip that shit because it's for the IWGP Tag Team titles. I wouldn't be shocked if the Young Bucks win that one.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
probably will.
let's get this bullshit one out of the way. We got a winner take all match. We got the strong women's champion Mercedes Moné taking on the
You suck.
All right. As I was saying, strong women's champion Mercedes versus the undisputed British women's champion Mina Shirakawa. Winner takes all.
Mercedes
go ahead.
Moné. Mercedes Moné.
I hate Mercedes, and I don't care if she's gonna win, so I'm going with Shirakawa. Fuck her.
I'm going with, I fucking hope Shirakawa wins. I cannot picture Mercedes walking around with 3 belts.
Shouldn't even have one.
Yeah, I agree. I got some more AEW I'll tell you later on a special segment that I'm so glad we started. All right. 4 more matches and we're done with this.
Jesus.
Yota Tsuji versus Jack Perry.
Jack Perry.
Jack Perry.
Yep, across the board, Jack Perry. David Finlay versus Brody King.
Damn, it's gonna be good.
David Finlay.
I'm going Brody King.
I'm going with Finlay. But if Finlay wins the other night, I wouldn't be surprised if he would win one and lose the other. But I'm going with David Finlay. Shota Umino versus Claudio Castagnoli.
Claudio.
Yeah, I'm going Claudio.
Yeah, I think Blackpool Combat Club's going to get involved. And one more, I swear to God, if Mercedes and Shirakawa main events over this, I'm going to be fucking pissed. Kenny Omega versus Gabe Kidd.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny.
Across the board. Hey, I'll give it to Gabe Kidd, former strong champion. He's a badass, but Kenny Omega's back, baby. The cleaner's back. I'm going with Kenny Omega. All right. One more prediction. Let's see if they finally added more matches. Yeah, they got 5 matches. So Tuesday night, January 7th, NXT New Year's Evil, or I'm sorry, WWE New Year's Eve. I don't know why they're doing this shit. It's not, I don't see Seth and all them on this card. This is an NXT show. NXT New Year's Evil. But it's not at the Intuit Dome. It's at an auditorium, which I like that they go to smaller shows. They're trying to prove something to AEW. But we got 5 matches. We actually know all these people, but let's get to it. We're going to start off. We got a 6-woman tag team match. Gigi Dolan, Shotzi, and Tatum Paxley taking on the Fatal Influence of Fallon Henley, Jacy Jayne, and Jasmine Nix.
Finally, hint.
Yeah.
Fatal Influence?
Yeah,
there you
them.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
talking-
going.
They're
Yeah, I'm
basically like
going with. I'm going Tatum Paxley, Gigi, and Shotzi.
Fatal Influence is like a ripoff of Toxic Attraction, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Fatal Influence. Go in this one. Lexis King versus Charlie Dempsey in a sudden death rules match for the NXT Heritage Cup.
Lexus King.
Yeah, I don't think Charlie Dempsey should have lost to begin with the Heritage Cup, so I'm gonna go with him to win it back.
I haven't been keeping up with that Heritage Cup shit. I didn't even know he actually won it. I knew his dad, who's a man, was turning on him. So Lexus King just won this back on December 17th. That aired on Christmas Eve. So unfortunately, I think he will probably retain it. So I'm going with Lexus King as well. All right. Then we got a fatal 4-way to determine the number one contender for an NXT Women's North American Championship match. So whoever wins this match will challenge. I think it's Fallon. Who's the NXT Women's North American Champion? Fallon Henley. I was right. She won it at Halloween Havoc. Cora Jade, Kalani Jordan, Lola Vice, and Stephanie Vakir.
Cora Jade.
Stephanie Vakir.
I'm picking Lola Vice because I want Stephanie Vakir to go after the other match we're going to predict here. But Lola Vice is slowly turned into a babyface. Let her win a title. I'm going with Lola Vice. Then we got the rematch from when they aired on the CW. We got Roxanne Perez versus Julia for the NXT Women's Championship.
Julia.
She shouldn't have lost the first time. I'm going with Julia.
I'm going with Julia, and I don't know if it's going to be a Vengeance Day or if they stretch it to Stand and Deliver. I think we're going to get a Julia Stephanie Vakir match for the women's title down.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, the main event, we got a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. Trick Williams versus Obafemi versus Eddie Thorpe.
I'm going Trick Williams.
I'm going Obafemi.
I hope. I'm going to pick Obafemi, but something tells me Eddie Thorpe might win the title.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He's like one of the hottest heels right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Oba's supposedly going to get called up soon, but I was hoping he can have at least one run as NXT champion before they call him up, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that's all the predictions we got. Now, if you guys are ready, it's time for another edition of Sounds Like Bullshit to Me.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit. A bullshit.
All right, so who wants to go first?
Let me see. I had the tweet saved. Now I can't fucking find it. So if Jordan has something that he came up with, if Marcus wants to go, if I can fucking find mine.
I know I have one, and it was just a last minute one I came across early this morning. Like,
Okay, I found mine.
All right, you go first.
All right, this is from the user on Twitter. I don't know if it's Dave or Dav because there's no E at the end. GWP. He tweeted this during AEW World's End, and he said Randy Orton wishes he was as good in the ring as Kyle Fletcher. I said what I said. What in the fuck is that?
What? Yeah. How many world titles does Kyle Fletcher have?
Now, this is not me taking a thing away from Kyle Fletcher. I think he is fantastic. I think he's an all-around great performer. But for fans to compare him to Randy Orton, please, no. Get out of here with this. And they're even talking about in his prime, not right now, Randy Orton, in his prime. I think Randy Orton right now.
Are you talking about Legend Killer Randy Orton? You're talking about Legend Killer Randy Orton?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
You're not going to touch the Legend Killer.
Man.
I think Randy Orton right now is better than today's Kyle Fletcher.
How many titles does Kyle Fletcher have? World titles? Probably 0.
None.
I'm going to pull up his accomplishments while Jordan shares his, unless you have another one.
I did, but I cannot remember off the top of my head what I even was gonna say. So while I try to find it, if Jordan's got something, you can go ahead.
I might go with yours. Cause
Yeah.
I didn't. Yeah, that's terrible. Like, Cal Fletcher don't have none, and Randy Orton got 1 million.
Anyhow, this is his accomplishments that we know. In Ring of Honor, former tag team champion and former television champion. In Revolution Pro, 2-time tag team champion. New Japan, he was the inaugural strong open weight. No, that was a tournament. Former IWGP tag team champion and 2-time strong open weight tag team champion. Oh yeah, he was the inaugural winner of that tournament. Him and his longtime tag team partner. So, in just them big type of companies like that, I don't ever seen him. Maybe Ring of Honor is the only one where he had a singles title, and it was the TV title. He got a long way to catch up. You want to compare him to Randy Orton.
But yeah, I mean, this dude was arguing left and right with people coming at him, and I feel like AEW has the fan base that you cannot say a thing to them or else they'll lose their minds.
I'll tell you who definitely got more championships than him. If he's still in the comments, Kira Tozawa. I mean, I loved him in Aussie Open, but come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, who's the better tag team, Aussie Open or Rated RKO?
I mean, Rated RKO in its way, but I mean, Aussie Open is still good too. You know, I'm not taking away anything from any of them.
All right. Well, oh God, I came across not one, I came across 2 from AEW this morning, folks. When I woke up this morning and grabbed my phone and got on Twitter or got in the group chats. First, I know there's nothing wrong with change if you want to try and make something better, but really putting the Pointer Sisters as your theme song for AEW Dynamite?
Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I think of that scene from The Nutty Professor when he's trying to work out. I mean, great. I love the song. I love my classic music, but man, now when I hear that song, I'm going to fucking think of AEW Dynamite using that as their opening for their flagship show, Dynamite.
But is that their, like, for good song or they only use that one time?
According to Wikipedia, it's official.
Oh my God.
And the video's on YouTube. Like, I thought it was bullshit. I thought somebody, like, pasted the song over it because, well, whatever they had before, it was about fucking time they got rid of that bullshit.
Wow.
The guy that sung Matt Hardy's theme song had the theme song for Dynamite. I forgot what it was called. So that sounds like bullshit to me. But I mean, I'm not gonna hate the song. I mean, it's a classic. I love my 80s music, but come on. I can understand Elton John Saturday Night, whatever the song's called, for Collision, because it's Saturday night. Yeah. That's suitable, but I mean the Pointer Sisters. Oh man. All right, and one more. Hope I don't get too much shit for this. The Rated R Superstar Cope. What the fuck is a cope?
So I understand that names, they take a while, but they eventually stick. Like, you know how we were like really mad when they changed it from Walter to Gunther, and we're like, that is never going to stick, and look how well it's doing. This is not one of those moments. Like, he should have just kept Adam Copeland. Keep your name. I understand you can't have the name Edge, but
how much did they pay to get the Rated R Superstar named AEW?
I don't know. They should have paid double to have Edge back over there instead of Cope.
Can you imagine just the rated PG-13 Superstar or the rated XXX Superstar? But I mean, I get, using your real name because you can't use Edge. That's one thing. Like, us real wrestling fans, we're not going to fucking call him Adam Copeland. We're still calling him Edge.
Yeah.
But Copenhagen? Like, what? Cope? You want some cope, man? Was this Tony Khan doing cocaine and he said cocaine? He's like, wait, cope? I like that. Cope. What the fuck is a cope? I'm about to Google this. What a cope is. Let's see.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I can tell you that much.
Cope. It's a verb of a person. Deal effectively with something difficult. Yeah, we are dealing with this fucking name. That's so cope, folks. Calling yourself cope. Cope means it means it's difficult. And it is cope to deal with the name Cope in AEW.
Yeah, and AEW fans wonder why like other fans laugh at them, and this is one of the main reasons why, because of dumb shit like this. It's not because your wrestling is bad. I mean, some of it is. It's not because you only fill up one half of an arena. It's because of stupid shit like the name Cope. The thing is, Tony Khan shells out money like it's nothing to sign every single person that steps foot in the AEW ring, but he can't even bother to even ask about the trademark, if it's even still trademarked, the name Edge. I mean, he got Rated R Superstar. You can at least get Edge to be a name for AEW. If Adam Copeland is that big of an AEW superstar, if he's going to stay there for that long, you got to at least attempt to get that name back. The only reason why they're not getting that name back is maybe he won't last long over there and he's going to retire, and he wants to be acknowledged by WWE again.
Imagine if like Adam Cole couldn't use the slang Adam Cole baby because he used it in WWE. What's he going to say? Adam Cole baby?
But the good thing is he was able to use that way before WWE. That has always been his thing. So I don't know if they even attempted to trademark that.
Well, I'm going to assume that the Rated R Superstar was Edge's thing, and it was a trademark with WWE, so that's probably why he's got it in AEW.
Probably.
I mean, Hope.
Yeah.
I'm shocked they didn't go with one of his other shitty names like Sexton Hardcastle. Imagine fucking Excalibur, Sexton Hardcastle.
I hate Excalibur.
Why?
I hate everything about him.
Why? Because he's an American and not he kind of remind you of Sami Zayn a little bit. Oh, it's just a white dude with a mask.
He's too much of a know-it-all. Like, I understand, Michael Cole, he has his knowledge, and other commentators have their big knowledge, but you don't have to know everything or show that you know everything. Like, he corrects everybody. Like, if you're trying to be in the moment, he's correcting you automatically, saying, oh, this is this person, that's this person. We don't care. Just live in the moment and don't have to know a fact about everything.
Oh, I got one more we could throw in since you want to talk about. When I bring up this prime example, I have one more, by the way.
Okay.
When you say, oh, he likes to correct you, when you say he likes to correct you, I'm gonna use one particular guy as a prime example, and I know you're gonna lead it off after that. Let's say Ric Flair.
Oh, god damn.
This motherfucker. By the way, let's say what will happen can happen, and let's say, oh, Ric Flair, 16-time world champion. Well, actually, Tony Schiavone, he's actually 20-some-time world champion if you want to count his days in the AWA, blah, blah, blah. Because they only want to bring up his NWA and WCW and WWE world title reigns. And everybody, just bear with Dylan. What was it? 2022. We're now 3 years ago. He had the nerve to. How much money did you spend on that fucking pay-per-view?
I actually got it for free. I think I had enough points on Fight to get it for free.
Well, you're never gonna get those points back. You bought Ric Flair's last. What was the fucking name? Ric Flair's last match.
But he wants another one.
It was produced by Jim Crockett Promotions. What, he teamed up with Jay Lethal. He fought Jay Lethal. He was in a tag match. Oh, he teamed up with fucking Andrade.
Yeah, with Andrade to take Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, so he fought the two goofballs. Yeah. So
hey, give me a second. My allergies are bad. I gotta go blow my nose or something like that. It is bad. So just to avoid disaster on here, y'all keep talking. I'll be back.
Don't worry, I'll make it feel better. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Dylan's got allergic reaction because of what happened with Ric Flair wanting to come back and wrestle one more match. So, if you've been in that boat a couple years ago, you bought Ric Flair's last match on pay-per-view presented by Jim Crockett Promotions, And Ric Flair is not coming out of retirement. He wants to have another match. So basically, that show was a waste. You can never get your money back. You can never get your points back. Call our boy Pepsi Phil Hathaway Esquire at 1-900 Mussolini, $3.99 consultation fee, and you'll even receive a free can of Pepsi. Pepsi Phil, Pepsi not responsible if you receive your own can of Pepsi. Top Rope Wrestling Circle Debate when Worldly Podcast responsible for this ad.
Call today.
Money's on the way. Call Pepsi Phil today. And remember, he will fight for you.
Yeet.
And he will also fight for Dylan. So I think that'll about wrap it up. Until he gets back, this was a fun show. Jordan, again, happy birthday. Hope you had a wonderful birthday. I know you watched the Sugar Bowl today. I think we're all still shocked that every conference champion's eliminated, every team that had bye weeks eliminated. Two Big Ten teams, one SEC team, one independent team left. Fuck Ohio State. I hope Texas and Notre Dame play in the title game. I still got Texas winning it all. What you think?
Yeah, I might go with Texas and Notre Dame too.
Texas versus Notre Dame. I hope so. But
Yeah, and I want to thank everybody in the chat telling me happy birthday.
absolutely, yeah. A lot of people gave you some love today.
thank y'all.
Ryan, Miss Terry, your mother, Nessa,
Christ on the cross.
Kayla, Mama Larissa.
I'm a mess, dude, I swear.
Shout out to all y'all. Wishing Jordan a happy birthday. Don't worry. I told him. You know what to do. Call Pepsi Phil.
Oh, you did all that?
Yeah. Call Pepsi Phil.
I'm sick as a fucking dog, dude. If it wasn't my stomach, and now it's my allergies, the whole fucking family's sick. And I think my wife's getting sick. My dog keeps sneezing. It's bad. It's
Damn.
very bad over here. So
And it's
some
about to
something
get,
over
and we're about to get like a massive freeze next week. So yeah, fucking cold season, bronchitis, all that bullshit, flu season.
oh my god, I'm dying.
Well, this was a fun show. Thank you for everyone tuning in. Real quick, let them know they can
Wait.
find y'all. And
Wait, we got one more topic.
Oh.
right here.
I thought you were about to run away, but go ahead, give me the surprise topic before we wrap things up.
God damn, Jordan. I'm getting too trigger happy with that one, huh? All right.
And,
So this was just a fun thing. Jordan and I used to do this as an audio show, and I had way more ones that I brought up. But I just wanted to bring up 4 of the major championships that we see right now. And I'm only counting the 2 world titles in WWE, which is the undisputed WWE title that held by Cody Rhodes right now, the World Heavyweight Champion held by Gunther, the AEW World Champion held by Jon Moxley, and the TNA World Champion held by Nick Nemeth. I want to know, in your opinion, all 4 of those titles, who is going to be each of the champion at the end of 2025? On December 31st, 2025, who is going to be each of the champions? I will let Jordan, since it's his birthday, I will let him go first.
so I'm gonna go with the TNA first. If that's all right.
I don't care.
I'm going with Nick Nemeth.
Oh, they still hold the title at the end
Yeah.
of the year. Damn. That's a hell of a reign.
For AEW, I'm going with Jon Moxley.
Jesus Christ, he ain't changing nothing. All right.
The WWE title, I'm going Solo Sikoa.
Ooh. Okay.
And which ones we got left?
Just a world title that's held by Gunther right now.
I'm gonna go with Gunther to keep it.
It's little to no change for these one. That's
So you're talking about who
Nice.
ends 2025.
as those 4 champions that I just named.
You got
Yes.
Oh, you forgot one more. You forgot the NXT championship.
Okay, you can throw the NXT champion in there, Jordan. Anyone NXT. Go ahead.
Who
That'll be a hard one because I might get called up.
Well, right now the NXT champion is Trick Williams. So who's going to hold it at the end of this year? So anybody at NXT you can think of.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to pull these rosters up to get a fucking example.
I feel like we're all looking right now because I'm looking too.
Me too.
Well, do you want me to kind of say something to keep this going so we don't have no like long ass pause?
Well, no, I mean, if while Jordan's looking his NXT, you can give yours, and we all just finish with NXT at the end. Because I'm still looking too, but I have one NXT that I think could possibly hold it.
Okay, who you got? Who you got?
Since I'm the only one that has NXT right now, I'm gonna say the NXT champion at the end of 2025 is going to be Javon Evans.
Okay.
I like him. He's an up and coming star, and I think he could potentially hold it at the end of the year. Before we go, anybody else? Jordan, do you have anybody from NXT at all on the roster that could hold the title?
Ethan Page.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Marcus, if you want to go with your rest of your list.
Okay,
NXT.
so I got I'm gonna go with TNA first. I'm stuck with fucking two people, but one, I feel like if he does win it, he will probably lose it ASAP. But I'm gonna take him off the list. Shit, I feel like TNA is probably gonna be somebody we fucking hate so much, or it's gonna be someone who kind of deserves but don't get no love. So I'm gonna drop one or three. I'm gonna say one or three names. I don't care.
Okay.
I was gonna say Joe Henry, but I guarantee you, if Joe Henry wins it, they're gonna take it off of him immediately.
Probably so.
If he wins it at Genesis, they're gonna probably take it off of him at the next pay-per-view, which is Rebellion. So I'm gonna take Joe Henry off the list. I'm either gonna say Matt Cardona or fucking Matt Riddle.
Oof.
I'd rather Matt Cardona, so I'm gonna say Matt Cardona.
Okay.
For AEW, if they don't put him in this feud already, maybe later I'm gonna say Cope. Fuck Adam fucking Copeland.
Okay.
If he don't get in that feud already. Who I would love to fucking be world champion, but it ain't gonna happen. Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So world heavyweight champion, I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Gunther is gonna keep it. NXT, I'm gonna do NXT last. WWE champion, I'm fucking throwing my marbles in. John Cena.
At the end of this year.
He's gonna retire as a champion.
Okay.
He's gonna break the record. Ric Flair wants to have a last match. What's gonna cost you? Your fucking record, asshole. So 17-time world champion, folks. You know, it could be worse. It could be Dominic Mysterio.
Oof.
But he's on Raw unless he goes to SmackDown. If he stays
Yeah.
on Raw, Gunther's not losing that title. SmackDown, WWE champion. Fuck. I don't know. Fuck. I want to say Roman, but it's probably gonna be fun. It's probably gonna be Solo Sikoa. I wanted to say Roman Reigns, but it's probably gonna be Solo. It's gonna be somebody from that family. It'll probably be Solo.
Yeah.
So there you have it. That's mine. So like, are we gonna like flashback this recording saying this, and we're gonna compare it to when the end of the year comes?
We can. Did you say NXT?
Oh no, NXT. Oh shit! And I deleted the fucking roster. Hold on.
Oh
Let
boy.
me pull it back up. Let me go to my search history. Okay. Here we go. NXT roster. All right. So NXT. God, there's so many fucking people on here. And Wesley.
Okay.
I was gonna say
I like
Eddie Thorpe, but I think Eddie Thorpe could win it like in the middle of the year, eventually lose it to a babyface, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna say Wesley for now.
Yeah, so NXT, I already said I got Javon Evans holding it at the end of the year. I'll go the same route. I'll go TNA next just to follow the trend. From someone who doesn't watch a lot of TNA, I feel like my pick might be not the most popular, but he just re-signed with TNA after questions of his contract, and I think he could have a good reign. So I'm gonna go with AJ Francis to hold the title at the end of the year. He had one of his best matches against Nick Nemeth.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that. That
And
match was
he's a good heel.
fucking
He's a good heel. So
wait, you got to watch it? You got you watched it? I watched it.
I went back and watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, I did acknowledge he had a great match with Nick Nemeth, but I don't know, I still can't see him as champion.
AEW, I'm gonna go with Will Ospreay.
If they don't fuck him over.
Yeah. The World Heavyweight title, which is held by Gunther right now, I'm going with Gunther to keep it. I'm standing by what I said a while back, sometime in the middle of last year. I said he's going to have a similar Bruno Sammartino type run with it, and he's going to hold it for a long time. And then finally, the undisputed WWE champion, currently held by Cody Rhodes. I'm going with Jacob Fatu to turn on Solo Sikoa. Solo's going to hold it during the year, but Jacob's going to have to go on his own and do something. So Jacob Fatu is a star already. He's not a star to make it. He's a star already, and I think Fatu is going to win it. I think he deserves it. He's already done well with Solo, so I think you break away from Solo and become your own. Yeah, the sky's the limit for him. So I'm going with him.
Not so good set of choices there. We all did good on that one. All right.
Solo.
I love that.
Solo.
I love that. I love that. It's fucking awesome.
So do I. It's awesome. It's so funny.
All right. Well, that will wrap up this our first episode of 2025. So all right, Jordan, where can they find you on social media?
On Twitter at Jordan_J2000.
I'm on Twitter at Dylan Aber _. At the end of this, I need to see my doctors on Twitter. I need a fucking appointment, man. My allergies are a fucking mess. But yeah, you can find me on all social medias as well. Anything aside from this, the Game Breaker Sports Podcast is debuting next Tuesday at sometime. I don't know what time yet. We're still in the works for that.
Oh God, I hope it's like 8 or 9 o'clock for us. That way I can try and go to one of our basketball games Tuesday night. But if not, I'll skip it.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. Me and Tim are still talking.
We play at 6. We play at 6 o'clock.
And also to add one more thing for this year, I announced it last week, but February 24th, Jordan and I are re-bringing back World Elite Showdown. First match still to be determined, but looking forward to tag teaming with Jordan to start a series that we did start, but unfortunately took me out. So I am looking forward to starting this brand new thing with Jordan. And Jordan, I hope this live stream was up to your liking for your birthday. I hope everything went well for it, and hope you had a great day in general for your birthday. 25 is just 5 more years to 30, and then your back's gonna start hurting a lot randomly.
And you're gonna have a fucking weak ass bladder.
Shit, been there.
Yeah, I had a good day, and I had a good show with y'all guys.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on Twitter at MarkSlee337. Podcasts on Twitter at Worldly Pod. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok if it's still in America after January 9th. And subscribe to us on YouTube. Free and available wherever you get your podcasts. We're on iHeart, Apple Pod, Google Pod, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. Only other announcements I got, I'm going to still keep doing nostalgias. I said I wanted to try something with Saturday night's main event, but we canceled that. We're not going to try it. And I'm going to do some Royal Rumbles this month, but it's going to be a little different. There might be 1 or 2 I'm going to do where I'm going to do the actual full nostalgia episode. But this season, I wanted to do watch-alongs of Royal Rumble matches. and I know Dylan and I are doing one together. Me and Kyle's doing one together. Justin might do one with me, and Angel Rose is doing one with me too. So I got about 4 lined up. So some will be live streamed, like Dylan and I's will be live, but most of them might be audio. But I'll keep you posted on those. But yeah, a little twist edition of Ready to Rumble. Since I'm damn near almost done doing all of them, I want to kind of redo a couple, or but do it in a twist where we just do watch-alongs of just the Rumble matches itself. Like, I might get your takes on some of the other matches on the card, but I won't break them down. I'll just be like, what'd you think of this match, that match, whatever.
Right.
Because Royal Rumble matches are a full hour. Like, that's a whole episode right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But this was good. Everyone stay warm. Happy New Year again. I hope 2025 is a big blessing for y'all. And we keep continuing to entertain y'all and coming on other people's shows, doing crossovers, bringing guests, doing more live streams or audios, nostalgias, topics, interviews, all the above. We're going to entertain y'all for another 2025. And then when November comes, we'll be celebrating 5 years of this show. We are on the road to 5 years. So thank you guys. And we will see you guys next Wednesday, which I don't have a calendar right there. So next episode's January 9th. See you guys there.
Yep. All right.
Y'all, yeah, thank you.
Crawling again, crushing my brain with the candlelight. Losing my breath, losing myself, dreams are out of sight.